In this tutorial, what we're going to do is take a look at how we can produce a map of our HexaHexaFlexagon. So hopefully at this point you've managed to produce yours and it's assembled. This is mine. I've used it a little bit, so it's looking a bit tatty, but yours will, once you've manipulated it a few times, it's actually better when they get to this stage. They're a little bit easier to manipulate. And what you're also going to need as well here is you'll need as well to have yourself a pen and a piece of paper, which I've got as well. So let's start off by actually getting to grips with flexing and using the Flexagon properly, because it's a little bit difficult until you get used to it. And the more you do use it, the more relaxed and loose it will come. So here's my Flexagon just here that I'm holding in my hand. And at the moment, it's in what we describe as state 3. I've got all these number 3s in the middle, and I've got some 7s around the outside there, but I'm not too worried about those. I'm in state 3. And at the moment, in state 3, I can actually see here that I've not got an enormous number of choices that I can do, but I do have a couple. Let's have a look at what we've got. So the first possible place that I could move on to my next state would be to change and use state A. So I can see here I've got a pair of A's. There's one there, and this one's a bit worn away, but there's another one just there. Looks like a B, doesn't it? But honestly, it's an A. So I've got a pair of A's here, so I could flex it there. As I look around it a little bit further, I've got a C, but it doesn't have another C near it, so I can't flex it there. There's the C to go with it, look, and then I've got a pair of B's. So I can actually flex from an A or to a B instead. So I'm actually going to go with the A state. I'm going to try that. Okay, so to do it, this is the way you do this. Okay, so I'm holding it in my fingertips in my right hand, so I'm going to start by folding it down. Okay, like that, so I'm pinching it outward. Okay, and then with the other hand, I'm going to get this bit here, so it's still sort of sticking out, look. I'm going to get this bit here, and I'm pushing that in, okay? And as I push that in, then a bit like opening a flower, I can open it out from the middle, and it's formed a new state. So I'm now in state 2. Okay, you can see all the 2's on the inside there. So from state 2, let's have a look what else I could do. Well, I've got an A, I've got a pair of A's here, so I could flex it there. What else have I got? Let's have a look here. There's a pair of B's there as well. I could do that. I've got a C by itself and a C by itself, so I can't flex it from there. So actually I'm going to try the B state next, which is these ones. So again, folding it down away from me, like that. Getting this little bit here, and push, 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 push. And as long as I do that, I'll then be able to open it out from the top again like that, look, and that's taken me to state number 6. Okay, state number 6. And from state 6, there's only one place I can go, and that's A, and I pinch, and I push it in at the bottom, and it'll pop back open again. And actually, that's taken me into state 7. I start on state 3. I'm just going to do another quick couple of flexes just to get back to my start point. From where I was, and A, I think, to finish. You can just play around with yours, and that'll take you back to where you need to be. Oh, that's not what I was hoping for. Have a quick look. State 1, almost finished. A, that should do it. Okay, back in my start position again. Okay, so as we've seen, there's lots and lots of different states, but just like any cartographer or any explorer, when you go out about and you try to map something out, you wouldn't necessarily do it just at random. Instead, it'd be much better to make a map. So that's what I'm going to do here. So at the moment I'm on my starting state, state 3. You can start from anywhere, but I'm starting with state 3 like this. Okay, and state 3, that's yellow. I might write a little Y on here as well, actually, just so I know what colour I'm dealing with. So that's yellow, and I can see from here that I'm able to do an A, so I could do A, and that could take me somewhere. Okay, we don't have to worry about where that's going to be just yet, so that's A. And the other place I can get to from here as well is also state B, isn't it? I've got a pair of B's that are next to each other that I could do as well. So I could disappear off into B as well. Maybe that's up here somewhere like that. The direction of the arrows doesn't really matter. It's what you call an abstraction, a simplification of it. And then my next step to get from state 3, which is yellow, is I'm going to see where it takes me when I go down here. So I grab hold of my A, and pinch, and push, and pop. There we go. And that takes me to state 2, which is blue. Okay, it's probably unhelpful to use Y on that, isn't it? Well, blue here like instead. Yellow for yellow. And from state B, what are my options? Let's have a look around on here. I can see I've got A's. I've got to go to A. So A takes me off somewhere. We'll draw a thing down here. So I've got an A. What else have we got on here? Okay, not C. They're a bit tatty, but I can just make out the B's in there as well. So I've got B as an option as well. Like that. And then you can carry on. So I'll go with the, well, I'll try the B route next, see what happens when I do that. It gives me, oops, it's been a little bit awkward. There we go. Oh, take me to the end of the road. That's a 6, and the only place I can go from there is off on A. So I can map off that from B, that took me to 6, which is green, and 6, which is green, and from there I've only got a choice of taking an A to go somewhere else, like that. So what you can now do is you can continue on and you can draw your own version of the map. Now maybe this is the best way to draw it, maybe it isn't, maybe we're going to find some dead ends along the way, who knows. And what I would like you to try and do though is to have a little play along and see if you can find all the different states that are there to be had in this. I'm pretty sure there's about 8 of them in total, 8 different states, I'll tell you that. And let's see if you can find how they all, no, it's 9 actually, 9 different states because there's state 0. So have a little play around and see if you can work out and draw a map so that I can go from any state to any other state. And that's going to be your finite state machine in your HexaHexaFlexagon.